So, when you receive notes like this, you know something else is going on. So, I just did one of these last summer, August, or might have been September. And these all-wheel drive units are great. Now, it took a couple pulls to get this thing started. It was like 6 or 7 pulls, and he's probably got some treatment in it. This is Bob's unit. These all-wheel drive units are they're not terrible, but they require quite a bit of maintenance. At least as far as keeping it clean, daily maintenance. So I have to talk to Bob because these spindles should spin freely, and somebody's making a fortune off of these. But this one is rather jammed up, and when a customer writes something about notes and spindles and stuff like that, or drive belts and stuff, there's other stuff going on. So these units have all sorts of plastic in them, and the crap gets up under there. There was a hunk of dirt in here too. That's the grass catches in there. It helps to rot the deck out because these are steel decks. So, and these aren't cheap units. Other things that I see go wrong with these is there's little powels in here. I probably have a transmission or two laying around from one of these. In the past, you can see the rear wheels driving more than the front wheel because of the depth of the tread on the unit. And the belt is definitely way loose. I said something about a spring, which was kind of precarious. There is a spring in there, but the spring is where it needs to be. There are no adjustments on these. That's the unfortunate downside to these. And let me we'll zoom out here if we can turn this light off. And it's unfortunate that this happens. If you mow with wet grass, especially, this will make this unit die much faster. Now, why they have this top spindle set up the way they do? These two spindles, they wear out and they wobble out, but they run all the way through. There's the shaft runs all the way. This is a bolt with a bearing in it. I think the bearing, if I remember correctly, is what wears out on these. But you can see the caked up wet grass on there, and that's how these guys die. So Honda is no longer putting a small engine on a unit anyway. But when you maintenance these, I already drained the oil out of them, but out of this unit. But turn it to the exhaust side. You can get up under here, spritz it with some water. Every once in a while, maybe hit it with some belt dressing or something. But the important part is to try to keep the grass from drying under there, because it'll just turn into a concrete, and you can kind of see maybe. This isn't one of the worst ones I've seen with the concrete grass under it, but it just looks like it is gets out early in the morning. And that's why these units get the concrete type grass in it. But we'll let Bob know and give him a guesstimate for repair, and go from there.